Hi everybody, I'm Captain Floofers,
I'm throwing Greg.
and welcome back to Shin Megami Tensei. When we last left off, there were technical difficulties, and I hope that you've seen the 10-minute abridged video that I made last week. But
Yes.
when we last left off, we were given like a trial or whatever to get 2 special weapons, and we got one of them, and now we have to make our way back to the place to
Everyone
get the
goes to the
other one
place
when they
when
need
they
to
have to
go.
go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me
Uh,
check my minion.
yeah, I
Oh, I
was
can't check my
talking a
minions.
lot last, or 2 weeks ago. I was talking a lot about Hitler and the
We weren't
gas
we
chambers,
weren't talking
and
about that. If
we
if
just decided we should remove those
um
things
if
from
this
the timeline.
if this was
I also got John Lennon's murder, I think.
yeah, if this was monetized, we would get that money taken away immediately.
We canceled the video last time. The video had to be bridged last time because I came on and immediately began doing a live reading of the Unabomber's manifesto.
All right.
I was like, Patrick, it's important that the people hear this.
I just gotta
No,
remember
we
which way to
did it.
go.
Stupid, and it was me. Oh god, wasn't it through like the top? Wouldn't it be great if this game had some, modern quality of life features? Wouldn't it be great if this game had microtransactions where you could pay real world money
Yeah,
to
wouldn't
fast
it
travel?
just?
Wouldn't it be great if this game had de novo?
Wouldn't it just? Do we
So yeah,
have
of course
any Mega 10
we're
games that are like
referring.
that?
It's waiting to be seen if SMT5 Vengeance has de novo on it. Uh, I doubt it. I don't think any of the Persona games that have come out have used it before now. I don't know what copy protection they use, but of course we're talking about Capcom's Dragon Dogma 2, which just came out this week and
Yep.
has. Oh, let me pull up Steam real quick. I think it's got Is it still overwhelmingly negative reviews,
I don't know.
or is it mostly negative?
I
Let me
haven't
see.
really checked much of that. Most of the news that I've
It's now
received.
mixed.
Oh, is it?
It's all the way to mixed. Yes.
Okay, because like most of the information that I've received about this is through just random memes I find. Um, so I know that that Dragon's Dogma has 2 forms of copy protection on it.
Yes, it does.
And most of its features um, seem to be hidden behind microtransactions. You know,
Yeah.
as any
Bad.
every game company is bad, Greg.
Well, Capcom just seems to be especially bad at the moment. Capcom, the last thing I had heard about recently from them, the last time they sort of stepped on a rake, was when they added copy protection to the after the fact to the Mega Man Legacy, the Mega Man Legacy collections, including the Mega Man Battle Network,
Did they
the
do that?
pack of the Battle Network games. Yes, they added DRM to it after the fact, and it broke the game's abilities. I don't actually own any of the Mega Man game,
I
or the
have them
Mega
on
Man Legacy
Switch.
collections, but it broke their ability to work on the Steam Deck. So there were a whole bunch of people in the Steam Deck subreddit who were pissed, who were like, I bought, the Mega Man whatever collection instead of just,
There were
emulating it.
there were a lot of games that were that like I'd heard that they like their Steam Deck compatibility went away, and not just that one, but like I think there was like a Monster Hunter game that did that too.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of Capcom games that have done that. Yeah. Valve's
This way.
Valve's that they put together, Proton, to run games, on SteamOS through Linux and run them on the Steam Deck, does not play very nicely with copy protection for obvious reasons, because the software that is what am I trying to say? Software that's designed to tell you if the copy of the game has been tampered with will often go off when it finds out that there's a program running that's allowing it to run on a completely different operating system. Also, anti-cheat, although that's gotten better lately. Dead by Daylight, which I don't play anymore, but still follow train wrecks about for some reason, was not able to run on the Steam Deck for a very long time because of easy anti-cheat. And Valve finally put enough... it wasn't just Dead by Daylight. It was a number of games. I think also Apex Legends and a couple other multiplayer games at it. But Valve eventually put enough pressure on easy anti-cheat that they released a version of it that works with Proton, and now you can play Apex, and I think you can play PUBG on Steam Deck too. I don't know why anyone would.
Yeah, if you're into that.
Well, there's also there are some games that just you shouldn't play on the Steam Deck that you technically can. Like, you can technically play Typing of the Dead on the Steam Deck. I just don't know how you would do it without connecting a keyboard to your Steam Deck. You can play Dota 2 on the Steam Deck, but I don't know how you would. Like, you have to click 30 things a second in that game.
Yeah. But yeah,
the AAA video game industry, it's bad, folks. It's bad, and it's getting worse.
It's always been bad, but if
I told you my... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Like I said, I'm not going to tell anyone how to live their life, but, I know that people are just going to, buy all this shit anyway, and they have been, but just know that it's all your fault.
I will say I am a giant simp for Atlas in general, and the greater Shin Megami Tensei franchise in specific, but even I have not purchased the DLC for Persona 3 Reload. Are you aware of this?
Probably not.
The expansion they come up with. So
answer. I do.
Yeah, the thing that they added in Persona FES or Persona, it's in the PS2 and not in Persona Portable.
Yeah,
or it's the other way around.
They're adding in the FES content as DLC, even though it should have been in there in the first place.
It absolutely should have. And do you know how much they're charging for that?
I don't know how much they're charging for it, though.
Take a guess how much you think they're charging for the answer.
$50.
$34.99. That's insane.
I was giving them too much credit.
But yes, and people pointed at it and say, well, it's 30 hours of content. Well, yeah, but it's not 30 hours of plot. It's I know about the answer. It's a couple hours of plot and 30 hours of dungeon crawling. Oh my god.
Mistakes were made.
Just die while we were ranting about the video game.
I hit auto battle. I should have known. I haven't played this in a couple of weeks, folks. This is what happens when I forget to be careful.
This is what happens at the end of Soylent Green when the old people volunteer to be euthanized.
Yeah.
Here's your beautiful river with the raging rapids and the Lion King animals singing in the background.
Yeah.
Okay, so we died. I seem to have died. Is that normal?
Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna have to fight these things manually if I don't run from everything. But I do remember wanting to get up to a certain level so that I could fuse a certain thing. So I'll just keep working on getting up to that level, I suppose.
I also think it's funny, talking about Mega 10 news. They bumped up the release date of SMT5 Vengeance by a week.
Is it because of Elden Ring?
It is they didn't say that, but it is absolutely because it was going to come out the same day as the Elden Ring expansion, and if it did, it was going to get clobbered.
Yeah, I saw in in another Discord that I'm in, someone put up a meme showing Naoki Yoshida, who's the basically the main guy behind Final Fantasy XIV these days, and evidently the new expansion Dawn Trail is going to be delayed. People that think I don't know if he outright said it's because of Elden Ring's DLC, and it's not necessarily because of any timing thing with Elden Ring's DLC. It's because Naoki Yoshida is going to be playing the Elden Ring DLC, and it's going to delay the release of your expansion.
That makes sense. I will probably be playing the Elden Ring DLC as well. We'll see.
Wasn't there there's a manga? I don't know if it was. I don't want to say it was Berserk. I'm really not sure what it was. It might have been Berserk. I think that the artist behind Berserk has since passed away at this point. But like, Berserk was going so long in between updates because the creator kept playing Monster Hunter. Nice.
I've often heard that. I've often heard something similar to that about Trent Reznor in the '90s and Doom. That Doom was responsible for a delay in the release of the Downward Spiral because Trent Reznor was playing so much Doom.
It's funny because Trent Reznor did the soundtrack for Quake, so
exactly
that kind of tracks.
That tracks. Yeah, no, my theory is still stable, which I've talked about before, but it's that Baldur's Gate 3 is the last good AAA game. That it's over. I'm sorry, you can all go home now. You can continue to play awesome indie games and weird little creator passion projects, but
as long as they don't get fucking,
it's dead now. That was its swan song. Sorry.
Yeah. Like even considering like indie games, I don't know why I should be surprised, but I've seen so many indie games just get like bought up by AAA publishers anyway.
It's happening more and more often now, yes.
And it makes sense because the creators of the indie game, the developers, they want the money to develop their game, or hookers and blow, or whatever they want to use the money for. But
those ghosts.
But then that means that the publisher gets their sticky fingers into your game, and then you got to change based on whatever they want to do.
And then you got your battle pass. Yeah, no, I get it.
Because I've seen a lot of people defending whenever that kind of thing happens, and it's like, well, I think I don't remember who it was. I think it might have been my brother. Talked about like how like even though like id is owned by ZeniMax now, and they have been for decades at this point, but because of that, Bethesda publishes those games.
I was gonna say, aren't they basically part of the greater like Bethesda scape at this point?
They are. My brother doesn't seem to believe that for some reason, and he says that id still has like full control over all their IPs and stuff, but they don't. If Bethesda or whoever pops in and says, "I want this changed," well, they gotta change it. And if they don't change it, then they don't get the money.
We want Starfield man, woman, non-binary to be in Doom Eternal, or whatever the next Doom game is going to be.
If there is a next
even
Doom
more
game.
Eternal.
I mean, I know Doom Eternal was really good, but I don't know if they're developing any more Doom games right now. I don't think they've said anything about that.
All right. I actually don't like. I am New Doom, like the first one, better than
2016.
Doom Eternal.
Okay.
Yes.
I haven't played either of them yet. I own both of them, but I haven't played either of them yet.
That's backwards from the normal opinion. It's generally agreed that
That's fair.
Eternal is the best one, but I disagree. I
I'm-
actually love the shooting of demons and the sort of rapid fire action of those games. I like the things that were in it that remind me of the old Doom games. I don't like and you'll see this when you play it. I don't like the systems that they layered on top of it. I'm okay with the like Bayonetta style challenge rooms that unlock things, but having collectibles and earning points that upgrade your skills, none of that really felt like Doom to me. And Doom Eternal kind of doubled down on the spectacle fighter aspect of it in a way that I wasn't a huge fan of. Both good games, very good games. But
yeah, that seems to be the bigger consensus, that both of them are still really good.
Oh no, they're both really good games. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, I didn't like Eternal as much as the first one.
Yeah, I am looking forward to playing them. I haven't played a Doom game so far that I haven't liked. I played Doom. I've played Doom 2. I've played Doom 64. And they're all very good. So I don't have any reason to believe that. Like, I mean, Doom 3 might be kind of iffy for me. But like I'm pretty sure that I'm going to like the newer ones.
Doom 3 is. I feel. I go back and forth because the BFG edition changed a few things.
That's the one I have. I got it on the Switch on sale.
So I feel like Doom 3 has. Doom 3 is one of those games that is better than its like the rap that it got when it came out, but it's also better now than it was when it originally came out. So it's not 100% clear how much of that is changing cultural opinion versus just the fact that the version of the game that you buy now is better than the version of the game that you played when it originally came out.
And see, I don't remember Doom 3 really overall getting a bad rap when it came out. I remember people complaining about like the spooky darkness and how they criticized that you can't have a flashlight and a gun at the same time. But like, I don't really remember people saying that it was bad.
I remember being like vaguely divisive. I remember some people liking it and some people not liking it. I remember it not running on my laptop, like, at all.
Oh yeah, it was one of those games like Half-Life 2 or like that game where, you basically, like, like if you went into a store and you were looking at buying a computer, like your frame of reference is can this play Doom 3 on like such and such settings. I remember.
That's right.
I remember a lot of
the crisis of its time.
It was the crisis of its time, yeah.
Yeah, I remember booting it up on my like awful compact laptop and like people like the Doom guy and like the people talking in cutscenes had like no pupils in their eyes. They were just like white.
Oh, I remember that.
For whatever reason. It was extremely disturbing.
Oh no. Okay. My entire team was frozen for a second there.
So I should probably take a second to explain my backdrop. I am back home. I am in my office. My office is not done. I'm sitting in a sort of a comfortable chair with a little plastic portable table that I drag around with me a lot when I'm writing. I pick weird places in the house to write. I think you've seen that picture. Maybe I'll upload it in a comment or something. That bizarre picture from early in my writing career where I would like write in a corner of the laundry room in our old house, and it was like a little table with my Alpha Smart and then like the cart of alcohol right next to it.
I don't remember seeing that.
I'll have to post that one to the Discord. I'll have to see if I can find it on Facebook or whatnot. But
yeah, because I feel like I would have seen
we are
that.
back home. We are in the second phase of remediation for the mold problem. That said, the second phase is technically over. I know it doesn't look over when you look at my background, Um, right now, our drywall is all up. It hasn't been mudded, but it's screwed in. Um, the reason for that is it is raining all this weekend, and they're going to come back in on Monday and unscrew the drywall and look in it where it's been treated to make sure no like moisture got in and that the drainage system they set up outside is working right. And then they're going to seal it up and mud it, and then we can paint over it. And then once that's done, I can finally like take my desk and put it back against the wall and set my computer up and all that shit again. Because this is my office, and then also our whole downstairs like lounge area. All that was opened up, and the moisture problem was not the mold and moisture problem was not as bad in there as it was in here. In here, I don't know if I've sent you any pictures, but the situation behind the walls was very gross. And I'm glad that my wife and I switched offices a while back, specifically because she didn't like the smell down here and was like, I get headaches when I come down here. And I'm like, well, I'll just work in the downstairs office. That's fine. But hopefully by the time we do this next Saturday night, my office will be back to normal and I'll be able to have like a real looking background instead of like bare drywall with a shitload of fantasy books behind me.
Yeah.
Fantasy. There's a couple of like actual pieces of literature back there, but it's mostly shitty fantasy novels.
Yeah, because before we started, I noticed that you still had your background up from last week, and it was like
that's right.
It was like blurring out like your shoulder, but it was like showing like that black colored book that's above your head, and some of the surrounding the big one.
That is actually a Stephen King novel.
Which one?
Fairy Tale.
Okay.
That was last year or 2 years ago. It was Stephen King's Isekai. It's a book about a kid who discovers a portal in like a shed.
Wait, so the Dark Tower?
It's inherited, and it leads. No, it's not directly linked to the Dark Tower, but it leads him to this like. On the other side of the tunnel, there's this like fantasy kingdom that's sort of like Oz, but like a little bit darker. It's a pretty good book.
Okay, that's because you say isekai, but like, isn't like Dark Tower an isekai in a way?
Dark Tower is. I was thinking I said isekai, but it probably more properly termed a portal fantasy.
Okay.
Although that's basically isekai is basically Japanese portal fantasy. So
yeah. And they've done like a lot of there've been a lot of like stuff that even was released in Japan that could qualify as isekai before that became like a huge big thing.
True.
Because I remember like a mini conversation.
Written a lot.
Oh, go ahead.
They're very popular on Amazon, especially if you add romance to them.
Of course. I remember like
look, everyone wants to fall in love with the hot monster girl on the other side of the portal in your basement. That's all I'm going to say. Sorry, I'll shut up. You talk.
There was like a mini conversation about that, like in another Discord I was on, and then like somebody said, what if there was like an isekai mecha show or something like that? And I'm like, there is an isekai mecha show. It's called Super Dimension Century Orgus, and it came out in like the 80s.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, there's even older, literally, I think it's very funny that the stereotype is like truck coon or whatever. Like, I got hit by truck coon and now I'm in, like this fantasy world because there's this, fantasy series from like the late 1960s called Thomas Covenant. The Chronicles of Thomas Covenant by Stephen Donaldson. Mm-hmm. It was one of those like direct descendants of Lord of the Rings, and the protagonist literally wakes up in the magical like Tolkien-esque fantasy world after being hit by a truck. I'm like, this is a very old trope.
Well, maybe
Like
they
he's
just
literally going home from the post office and he gets hit by a truck, and then he wakes up in like the fantasy world.
maybe the Truck-kun author took inspiration from that book.
Maybe, I don't know. But that's like when the first time I saw that meme, that's the first thing I thought of was like, oh, that's Thomas Covenant. That's not your anime. Like, this is much older than that.
In all fairness, we do exist in a time where nobody can come up with their own, new ideas anymore. Everything's just based off of something else anyway. Okay, there's only one of you. I can just auto-attack you.
Well, I mean, the game that I'm currently obsessed with is basically Slay the Spire plus poker, so...
Oh, yeah, you mentioned something like that. What was that game called again?
Called Balatro, and it is outstanding. It is a poker-based roguelike.
Okay.
You start with a 52-card deck, and you have 3 hands and 3 discards. You draw 8 cards by default, and you make a 5-card hand. You can discard up to 5 cards at a time. Your goal is to make 5-card hands, or less than 5 cards if you want, and score a certain number of chips each time. There's a small blind, a big blind, and then a boss blind, which is basically like the act boss from one of the acts in Slay the Spire. And that usually throws a little wrinkle into it, like maybe clubs won't be scored, or you get 1 less card dealt to your hand each time. But the gimmick is there are jokers. The word Balatro apparently means joker in whatever language it's one guy who's made the game. There's 150 of them, and each one of them changes the rules of the game a little bit. So you can get very weird. I think my most successful run of Balatro so far, I had like a 40-card deck by the end, and like, I want to say like 25 of the cards were like the 7 of clubs. So I was just playing 5 of a kind over and over again. Like, oh, I called it my Lucky Sevens deck. Like, oh look, 5 7s again.
Well then.
There are you can between each blind you go to a store and you can buy tarot cards that allow you to like manipulate your deck in certain ways. Like Slay the Spire, there are the jokers are sort of like the relics in Slay the Spire, and there are insane combos that you can find. The thing I really like about Balatro versus other roguelikes, and I'm not the first person to point it out, is that a lot of roguelikes are afraid, or they feel kind of afraid to just let you like go full on God mode with them. Like something like Slay the Spire or Dead Cells or Hades sort of has built-in things, not so much Slay the Spire once you really know how to break it over your knee, but has ways to keep you from getting like too insanely overpowered. Balatro doesn't do that. Balatro will gladly hand you the tools to make like to consistently play like million chip hands every round. And be like, you go off, King. Like, here's another Joker that'll multiply your score times 3 every hand. And it's like, yes, I love this. I am enjoying the hell out of this. So, I don't know at what point I'll be able to say, like, I've beaten Balatro, because it's a roguelike. It has ascending difficulty levels, like the ascension levels in Slay the Spire, where each one adds a wrinkle and then all the previous ones get added to the next difficulty level. They call them stakes. Probably the first time I managed to beat gold stakes with one of the game's decks. I will report it as a game clear, but this is probably going to be one I play off and on for like a really long time. Same as like Slay the Spire or FTL or Darkest Dungeon, or Binding of Isaac, any of those other roguelikes that make the dopamine chemicals go buzz in my brain.
Yeah. I don't know if I mentioned it recently, but I'm sick of Kongokai. I don't want to be here anymore.
Oh, yes. I'm like, Kongokai. Wait, that is the name of the blue dungeon, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's a whole world outside of this dungeon
Yeah,
that we could
if
go
we can
and
get
see.
there.
I've just been sitting here talking about shit for like 40 minutes. Like, there's nothing to talk about in the game.
Right.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
this is the hardest fucking Let's Play challenge we've ever done. Because it's like 40 minutes. It's like, what am I supposed to say? Oh, there's another cat.
It's the same.
There's another old man snake.
Look, I
Oh, you'll kill that one. You sure will. Why do I sound like Alec Guinness all of a sudden?
Yeah, get
Not
Jack
as
Frost back
random
in my
or-
party.
Hell yeah.
I remember when I made such a big deal about finding Jack Frost again, and I'm just like, just get in my party, quick.
Get in there, baby.
Like, just to put this into perspective, when I had to do that that abridged video last week, I chopped it down to like about 10 minutes. That was out of over 2 hours of footage.
I was gonna say, we streamed that weekend for like 2.5 hours, something like that.
Yeah, and all that happened was, you know, in between talking to people every so often, we got water for Enzo, we brought the water back to Enzo, we got more water for Enzo, we brought back that water for Enzo. Enzo took our people away and told us to go find weapons, and we found one of the weapons. That's all that happened. The rest of it was this. The same enemies.
There's not much going on.
I
kind of feel like the game is stuck in a holding pattern.
It really is. And the thing is, like, it's not like I can just, you know, do the dungeon and then we come back later and start recording, because there's, you know, technically stuff happening here. But it's not like, I mean, I don't have save states going on. I'm not on like a...
You're on hardware.
I'm on hardware. I can't just like cut the game on and off. I mean, because like even if I did that, like even if I only showed you the parts where something is happening, like if I cut the recording, did stuff until something happened, and turned it back on, Greg and I are still just sitting here while this fucking...
It's true.
The dungeon just drones. And I hate it now, and I want to leave. I want to see Nuke Tokyo. I want to see new monsters. I want to see more story developments. But no, Tsuchigumo showed up with his buddy, and now I gotta fight him again.
I mean, you could. There's nothing to be done about it, I suppose.
I know, it's just
try cranking your agility and running away from every fight, but I don't even know how good that's gonna do.
We still have a boss fight to do too.
You haven't even hit the point where and granted, I'm playing the Game Boy Advance version. You're playing the...
I'm playing the Super Famicom version.
And there are some differences. You haven't hit the point where I got, like, personally frustrated and upset by the sudden increase in the encounter rate.
And like I said before in my voiceover, it wouldn't be as bad. I mean, it wouldn't alleviate anything, but I would... You know how like later games have that like little colored radar that shows you like how big your encounter rate is? Like,
yes.
Like, oh, it's like you know, yellow here, so you might run into some. It's red here, you're going to run into them every other step. I'd like to have that. I'd like to have some kind of transparency on that. And it
does have...
What?
You know what does have that?
The Game Boy Advance version, probably.
The Game Boy Advance version does have that. It has the little bar right over your where you... I'm pointing at it for some reason.
I know.
Where your, like, name of your party is. Like, between that box and the box showing your thing, there's the little line, and it goes from blue to yellow to red.
Like, I'm just gonna run from this guy, but, like... The thing is, like... I don't know why I really wanted to just play the SFC version. I think it's just because I had it handy on my EverDrive. But
this is super fucking frustrating.
And the thing is, like, I know it's going to be great when we're done here and we get to see more stuff happening. Because other than that, the game is still really good. It's
No,
just,
it's a good game. That's the fucked up thing.
and the funny thing is, I have a Game Boy Advance EverDrive, and the Game Boy Advance version has a translation patch, so I could have played that version. We would have gotten a downgrade to the music, sure, but like
Fair enough.
from what I understand, that translation patch is actually based off of the official iOS translation.
I believe it is, yes.
So we would have an official localization of the game in some way, shape, or form, and I would be playing it on my GameCube or something. Which I mean, and I know that it would be too late to mention it now, but I have like component cables for it, so it won't look like absolute dog shit.
Right. So you could be doing it with like save states or whatever.
Well, no, it would still be on hardware, so I still wouldn't have save states.
Like, I'm gonna be honest. The encounter rate is a little bit higher in this game, but right now, like in the dungeon, it's not that much higher than what I remember from the GBA version. What's really killing this like run, you're almost done with the dungeon.
Yeah.
Like that part that you've got left is all you've got left to figure out.
I'm fairly sure that we're going to be done with this dungeon tonight, at the very least.
What's really killing it is this shit where it's like, here's an enemy, and then you've got to deal with that enemy, and then 4 more fucking enemies pop in. Like, that's something that happens in, like, Nocturne, right? But it's a fairly rare occurrence in Nocturne. It's maybe 1 out of every 5 or 6 battles somebody pops in after, even less than that. Maybe 1 in 10 battles, more reinforcements show up. In this game, it feels like it's a coin flip whether more people are going to show up.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
If this is like a mirror of the other side, I don't remember which room the boss was in. I think it might have been the middle one.
Either. There's only a couple of rooms, though, to look in, so...
I know it wasn't up this way.
Remember when we fought Thor?
Yeah.
I feel like it's like, come on, Grandpa, let's get you into bed. No, Tokyo! Movies used to come on discs in the mail. You used to get Netflix in little envelopes. Man, I miss when you get Netflix in envelopes.
Mm-hmm. That's how...
I will say, speaking of movies, I will say, they don't... It rarely happens, but this year, because I watched it yesterday, or last night or 2 nights ago, with Aaron, and this year the Academy gave the Oscar to a good movie. It happened. It happens every now and then.
Was it? It was Godzilla -1, wasn't it?
No, it was Oppenheimer.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Oppenheimer won the Oscar for Best Picture, and
I haven't seen any new movies lately.
Real good movie. I recommend it. I actually have not seen Godzilla -1.
I've heard nothing but good things about that, and I really want to see it. But like, I didn't see it in the theater when it was in theaters here, because I don't go to the movie theaters anymore.
I want to watch it at some point. It kind of sounds like a dinner reservation for some reason. Godzilla -1. But, you know, I'm sure it's good.
Dinner reservation.
Hey, we got a bead. Nice. That's the thing that completely restores health, right?
I think so, yes.
See how my finger's doing. I cut my finger open last night. You can't see it. I don't think it'll show up or anything, but I was cutting open a baguette that we got from Wegmans, and I cut right into the pad of my ring finger. Pretty nasty. I actually was like, last night I was like, should we go and should I go to patient first and get stitches, because it's pretty gnarly, but I just wrapped it up with some Neosporin and bandages, and it's looking a little bit better today, so I think it's okay. It's a pain in the ass when you're a writer, though, because today I've been writing with this finger pushed in and move my pinky over instead.
Oh, yeah.
to hit keys.
Do you still use the Alpha Smart, or do you just use your MacBook now?
I don't use the Alpha Smart. No, I get paranoid about the Alpha Smart.
Why?
That because it's not the cloud. Like I get paranoid that something's gonna happen. I'm gonna write like 3,000 or 4,000 words on the Alpha Smart, and then it's gonna like die on me. No, I just use the MacBook. Sometimes I actually, when I absolutely need to focus, I use an old Chromebook that I have, which seems counterproductive because isn't the Chromebook, it's always connected to Chrome. But I actually have that Chromebook completely locked down. I have basically a program that blocks everything. I found a guide for like writers, like here's how to turn your Chromebook into a portable word processor. It basically blocks everything except my email and Google Docs, and the Chromebook is registered under a completely different email than any that I usually use. So what I do when I'm using it is I go into one of these computers. Oh, our dead mom. I go into one of these computers and share the document with that email, and that's those are the only documents it has access to, and all I do is write on it. So I'll shut up now because we're going inside. A lot is going to happen.
Yep, they've got the other phantasm. It's the red one this time. Who are you? Seems your alignment differs from mine. I cannot. Well, that confirms that I'm neutral, because the other one I was different aligned from him too.
I hate the politics dungeon.
Let's see. What did I?
Your alignment differs from mine. You must be killed.
Well, that's just life these days.
Pretty much.
For most people.
All right, so now we fight the red. We fight the palette swap guy.
Yeah.
The red makes him look even more like he's from Manos.
It's the master. He's gonna. If we don't
He actually looks like somebody. He looks like somebody went to the Cathedral of Shadows with the Master and Torgo and fused them together.
He's going to capture me and turn me into one of his wives if I don't beat him.
Oh God, no! We don't even want the woman. I haven't watched that in ages.
Me neither.
I wonder if that still holds up. Not the original movie, obviously.
I mean, it's still probably probably still entertaining. Or do you mean the MST?
Yeah, the MST. I don't mean the actual movie itself.
The riffs were made when Mike Nelson was a writer for MST, so yes, it still holds up.
Nice.
I can guarantee you that, because I know that's my steaming hot take, but that's like the only time period I think that that MST was good was when Mike was involved in some way, shape, or form, even if Joel was the host.
I'm gonna be controversial here.
Okay.
I'm going to agree with you, and I think it is very telling. Because I know Joel was the original host, Joel is the OG, Mike was the usurper. But I think it's very telling that riff tracks became a huge thing after MST3K ended, and every other attempt by someone who wasn't Mike to do Mystery Science, be it Cinematic Titanic or the MST3K reboot that Joel helmed, has fallen flat on its face.
Yeah.
Like, for me, it absolutely is the repertoire, the camaraderie between I'm blanking on all of their names, but Mike Crow and Servo.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Bill Corbett and
Kevin Murphy.
And Kevin Murphy and Mike Nelson. That's MST3K to me.
Like,
so I'm sorry. Y'all can cancel me. I know Joel invented it, but
like the way that I see it, like, I didn't watch any of the KTMA stuff, so I don't have an opinion on that. But like, I've seen episodes from season 1 before Mike was a writer. back when they still had Elvis Weinstein. And when they were watching the movies and doing the riffs were okay, but they were way too slow, and they were way too few and far between. Mike came in as head writer in season 2, so his influence was still there even while Joel was still the host, and then he took over as host in like season 5 or 6.
Right.
And it was great until they got canceled. And then
I'll never understand that show couldn't have cost more than like $150 and a couple of pizzas an episode.
And then like the reboot came up on Netflix, and then I've seen like 2 or 3 episodes of that, and I did not like it. And it was, I have not watched it. It was the exact opposite of my problems with season 1. The riffs were way too frequent. A lot of it sounded like it was forced. There were way too many. You know how sometimes like Joel or Mike would like interact with the screen a little bit, and it was funny.
Yes.
Now they have like everybody doing that. Like so the new guy, and like Servo can fly now, so he goes up and does stuff on the screen. Sometimes what's her face, Gypsy will just pop in, do a riff, and then leave, and it's way too distracting. And it just,
I know. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's just and it's just that's why and Mike is not involved, because he didn't come back to the revival because he's too busy making money hand over fist with Netflix. Or not Netflix, Rip Tracks, yeah.
So I have not seen the reboot. I remember that when Cinematic Titanic was announced, I cannot remember. We Haley and her Patrick, who is not you, obviously.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Different Patrick. I cannot remember if they purchased like the digital rental of the first Cinematic Titanic or if they bought like the DVD of it. But we had like a viewing party at their house. We watched Cinematic Titanic, and I remember being so excited for it because it's the original, it's Joel, it's the MST3K crew doing what they do best with and I remember the discourse at the time was that Riff Tracks was doing movies that were not like, Riff Tracks was getting away from it because they were doing movies that weren't terrible. Like they were doing Riff Trackses of like the Harry Potter movies and like
anything that was recent and out on DVD now. Yeah.
Yes. And that the core of MST3K is watching these like really awful movies and like making fun of them and like enduring them through humor. So that's what Cinematic Titanic was going to get back to. And I remember watching it and just by the time it was over being like, that wasn't very good. Like that wasn't very entertaining like at all. And I remember everybody sort of being like, kind of like, it reminded me a little bit of like when we all sort of collectively walked out of this is a really mean comparison to make, but when we all sort of collectively walked out of the Phantom Menace and we were all sort of like, do you feel the same way about that, or am I crazy, or was that not good?
I don't remember walking out of the Phantom Menace. I remember us seeing it in the theater twice.
Really?
You saw it in the theater twice. Once, and one of those times I was with you, but I don't remember walking out on it.
Oh no, not walking out on it. I just mean walking out of it, like after it was done.
I remember us really enjoying it at the time because it was just, oh look, new Star Wars, yeah, because we were dumb kids and we didn't know any better.
Maybe I was a dumb kid who didn't know any better. I would have been pretty young at the time.
We were in 8th grade.
Maybe I'm allowing my memories to be colored by the future.
But I remember us like actually enjoying the movie and that's why you actually saw it twice, because I went with you the second time. Because
I have completely blanked on that. I did not realize I'd seen The Phantom Menace twice. I can believe seeing it and then seeing it with you. That sounds exactly like the kind of thing I would do. I believe I saw when Jurassic Park came back into theaters a few years ago. I saw it 3 times.
that tracks.
I saw it once with. Did I see it with you? Were you there?
I don't
Or were you
think
already
so.
gone? I think you were already in Florida. Because I remember I saw it with Brian and a couple of other people in like an ordinary movie theater. I saw it with Aaron in IMAX. And then I saw it with Aaron's sister and her family at the drive-in. They played it at the drive-in like a week or 2 after the release came out.
If this was only a couple of
3 times.
If it was only a couple of years ago, then yeah, I would have been down here already.
When was that?
I moved down in September of 2020. I don't know when. I don't remember Jurassic Park ever being back in theaters. So I don't know exactly when that was. Was that just something that happened up in Virginia, or?
No,
Or was that a nationwide thing? I don't remember that ever happening. Then again, I don't pay much attention to movie stuff, so it might have just passed me by.
Google is telling me that it was re-released in theaters for its 30th anniversary last year, but that definitely wasn't it.
Yeah, about to say 30th anniversary. Yeah, that was 2023, so that would have definitely been down here. Oh, hey, we won.
Yeah.
Going to Vitality. Give me your money. The Kodachi of Light.
There we go.
Alright, so we've got both weapons now. And now we've got to make our way back to Enzo. So, we'll have plenty of encounters left, I'm sure. But hopefully...
No, I am stupid. It was in 2013, and I didn't see it with Aaron in IMAX. I saw it in 3D. It was re-released in 3D in 2013 for its 20th anniversary. I remember seeing it with Aaron in the movie theater with the 3D glass. The 3D in Jurassic Park, the re-release was not. Now that I remember, it was not very impressive, because it wasn't a movie designed for 3D or anything like that.
Right.
So I remember seeing it with my friends in the theater, seeing it with my wife in 3D, which for some reason I thought was IMAX, and seeing it at the drive-in. You would have still been here in 2013.
Absolutely, I would have. I was.
Yeah.
That was right before I started working at my current job. So I was still at GameStop at the time.
I'm actually going to search my Facebook profile real quick, because I know I posted about going to see it. Let me see if I can find out when it was. Was it 2013? I'm going to double check.
I'm fairly sure that I didn't watch any re-releases of Jurassic Park in the theater, though.
Searching my Facebook profile for Jurassic Park. The things I do on
I think like between now and like 2010, I've only been to the movie theater like 3 times, because the only times I remember seeing movies, well, maybe 3 or 4 times. I remember seeing like 2013. I don't think I saw any movies. I remember seeing Age of Ultron. That was like in 2011, I think. And then, like, the next movie I saw in the theaters was Godzilla, which was 2014.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm trying to find it.
being implanted with false memories?
Apparently, I must be having the Mandela effect. Okay, someone asked me in April of 2013 if I'd had a chance to see it, and I didn't say anything. But there's a video of my dad at a Mexican restaurant in November of 2013 saying, "Welcome to Jurassic Park." So I think that was it.
Your dad
I don't
would
know,
do
but
that.
apparently I have talked about Jurassic Park a lot on my Facebook profile.
It is your favorite movie, so that tracks.
It is.
At least
October 2011, engaging in the noblest pursuit a man can undertake on a Saturday night, watching Jurassic Park. December 2013, got to my parents' house on Christmas. Got to my parents' house on Christmas morning. My parents are up watching Jurassic Park. I love my family. Jurassic Park ensured that I will always refer to the process of brute forcing a solution to a given problem as testing the fences. It's true. I still use that. Hey. Yeah. Okay. I'll stop doing this. We're dangerously close to plot happening.
Yep.
So.
All right. So.
Master Enzo told me to give you a reach around and let you record your progress in the Death Note.
I'm going to save here, so that I'll leave the first, just in case something happens and we have to re-record this for some whatever reason, I'll still have the last save there.
God knows it could happen.
That's why I said I realized that was in part of the voiceover. I said I haven't been doing backup saves up to this point, and I'm going to rectify that going forward.
I need to figure out how to do this whole video sharing thing.
Video sharing thing?
Yeah, but like what you do here, but the other way around.
Oh, I just have this set up in OBS, and when I do share screen on Discord, if I share the OBS screen, it only shows what's going to be on screen. It doesn't show any. It usually doesn't show any of like the volume mixer or anything like that.
I'd like to try doing something sometime for like the stream. Maybe I could show you like Balatro or something, or try to win like a blind Slay the Spire run or something like that. Anyway, Enzo.
Yeah. Enzo says, "I see you've returned, Flippers. I'm glad to see you make it back all right. Jeez, you took forever. Glad to see her in One Piece, though. Good job, everyone. Floofers, this is for you. Got Mikazuchi's Tachi. Is that a weapon that I can have as a normal, as a neutral guy? You are now ready. It is time for you to return to your world if you so choose. Yes, please, take us out of this hellscape, I beg you. I have opened the East Gate. You may return whenever you wish. Fat chance of that happening, my dude. First off and foremost, let's put my friends back up in their normal...
Tachi is a sword. It doesn't seem to have a... it doesn't seem to have any sort of alignment requirement. It has 30 power, 20 accuracy, and hits between 1 and 3 times.
Let me see if it's better than what I have. It's probably better than what I have.
Oh no, it actually can only be... I'm sorry, it actually can only be equipped by neutral characters. So that's why you got it.
So me.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Oh, that's better than what I have.
Way better. That's way better. Okay.
All right. So I'm guessing that Steve and Malcolm should be able to...
giving me that sword. I don't remember him giving me that sword. That's because
you also didn't fight... Yeah, I think you were law line because you also didn't fight Thor.
Right.
Yeah, Steve can use the guillotine axe. Oh, your alignment does not match. Well, I guess he can get... what was the other thing? Hold up. Malcolm can do guillotine axe. Yeah, he can do guillotine axe.
And how much better is that?
What do you have before? I don't remember what he had before.
I don't even remember what he had before. It's fine. It seems better.
Let me double check to see what the other... Because, like, I can't find Steve's thing. Steve's thing, I think, is the thing we just got. Why is it... What's this unnamed thing? Why is it only showing, like, 5 things here?
It's the unnamed feeling. It's the Metallica song.
Well, let's just see what the best thing for him is.
It's so amazing. Atlas is so good. They knew Saint Anger was going to exist when they made this game, and they tried to warn us. Do you want me to Google it? What the unnamed sword?
I don't know if that might be like a glitch in the thing, because I actually looked into it.
The unknown sword. Katana. That's from Shin Megami Tensei. Imagine. Hang on. I'm trying to find like an SMT1.
Oh, it's back the other way.
Like an SMT1 wiki, so I can tell you.
Out of my way.
I don't think the nameless is it. Let me look up what the 2 swords are called.
Because this is also a fan translation, so it might not be the like 100%
right.
accurate to that.
You know, I get that. Kongokai.
Because I remember it like being a specific thing.
So the law aligned is the Kodachi of Light.
Oh, okay. I think that's what I gave him.
And the chaos is
the guillotine axe.
So the Kodachi of Light is the law one, and the guillotine axe is the chaos.
All right, so he has the right thing equipped.
Yeah. So you want to give him. You want to give Steven Seagal, who for some reason is the law aligned man.
He's Steven Seagal lawman.
Fair enough. He's got the Kodachi of Light.
Yes, he does have that equipped.
He's gonna walk up slowly to the Jirai Sushigumo and tap the sword against him. His stuntman is going to do it. His stuntman, who is like 60 pounds lighter than him. I've not watched a movie with Steven Seagal in it in a very long time, so I don't know how.
Either. I mean, I didn't. He's a fucking nutcase, but like I do like watching some of his movies sometimes.
What was the last movie? I'm trying to think what the last movie I saw with Jeff Goldblum in it was. It legitimately might have been the last Jurassic World sequel.
The last movie I saw him in was either Jurassic Park 5, which he was saying that he was in that is stretching it.
It's a cameo. Yeah.
It was either that or the third Thor movie.
Oh yeah, he was in
Thor Ragnarok.
Ragnarok. Yeah, I'm looking at his IMDb. I think it definitely was Jurassic World. Whatever the newest one was.
I haven't seen the newest one.
I was gonna say it was that TV show that he made, which was excellent. I wish they'd do another season of it, but no, that was definitely after. The TV show was definitely before the Jurassic World.
I don't feel good about this. Congratulations, go through here and you will return to your world. But first you must defeat us. If you cannot defeat us, we will not let you pass.
Uh-oh.
Well, the guys who have been healing me and letting me save up to this point, they don't like me anymore, I guess. But I got this kick-ass sword now, so... it should be fine?
Let's find out.
No, Apsaris is healer, so I don't need to have Steve do anything like that. You can just use... let's see what his new weapon does. I think Goki is the little guy that looks like the guy who killed my mom.
What a weird line out of context.
He does.
He looks just like the guy who ate my mom. Yeah, see, the reason I was Law at this point in the game is because um, I
Attack.
tried to think like the main character, and I can't imagine that the MC would be okay with Goto's whole, like, we will summon the demons and it will make our society strong. Like, motherfucker, my mom got eaten by a demon. Like,
I mean, to be fair,
I would want them exterminated,
to be fair,
like Thorman.
we weren't okay with that either, and we weren't okay with what Thorman was doing. So,
That's fair.
but then again, we are going out of our way to be neutral because that's the canon ending.
Yes,
And
that is the canon, and
I
it
kind of
leads into SMT2.
yeah, I kind of want to have that in mind for when I eventually play SMT2.
Which has not been translated on the Game Boy Advance, fortunately. So
Sad.
when I get to that point, I'm either going to have to play it on Super Nintendo or do something else.
It's stuck in the
I don't know.
retro zone.
Watching you do this makes me kind of want to start over on this SNES version, like a little bit. I don't know.
Maybe it's because we're actually going to get plot today.
Maybe. So we seem to be doing okay so far. We made it through the first round of combat without any real trouble.
Yeah, I did do some buffs as well, so that's helped. Because Werecat has Tarukaja, which is attack up. And Absterus, of course, has the defense up. So we're pretty good. And I've been freezing one of them at the very least. Preemptive heal.
Yeah, just to be. Oh, it went first. Shit.
That's fine.
Reason? Okay, he's froze. Good.
I'm okay with Absterus going first because they also have a shit ton of MP. So
Yes.
I'm not worried about like 1/6 MP spell going off.
It means that they'll be able to easily and quickly heal any damage that's taken.
Exactly. I don't know what close means on Malcolm. Something might have happened to him and I didn't realize it.
Close. Let me look it up.
Because it still looks like he can attack and shit, so seems to be okay.
Ailment skills. Let me see.
Oh, you keep casting Buffalo so you can freeze. I'm gonna go with the preemptive heal, I guess.
Doesn't say anything about a close status, so I don't know what that is. Oh, SMT if inflicts close on all enemies. So maybe it is in this game? What is the close status, though?
If did take a lot of stuff from SMT 1 and 2 as well, so... Oh, Kanari died.
Shit.
It's okay. They did more damage than he had hit points, so...
Okay, close basically means prevents a unit from using their magic.
Oh, so he's silenced.
It's basically he's been silenced. Oh, it's not close. It's closed. Like he's been closed off from his magic.
Okay.
I see.
He hasn't been using magic in this battle anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, no, that's fine. If we were relying on if we were relying on Malcolm to heal us, that would be a problem. But we have Absterus to do that, so it's fine.
And Malcolm can't heal anyway, so it's fine.
Oh, he doesn't. That's right.
Steve heals.
Steve's the one with the healing.
Yeah, I should probably have Steve heal. Just put diorama on Malcolm because he's gonna die.
Yeah, we want him to live. We don't really care about the. For obvious reasons, we don't really care about the demons living because they don't get experience. But we want Lufer, Steve, and Malcolm to all get the XP from this fight.
Yeah.
So we want them all to live. Damn, that was a big hit on Absterus. Okay, we got one down. Ooh, he's got a multi-hit attack. Shit.
Yeah. Well, at least Zonky is down.
Yeah, we got one down. Shouldn't be too bad now.
Yeah, we should be okay. Heal floofers. You have the sword, or axe, or whatever. That, and you heal. It's a good thing she's going first, too.
Yes.
There we go.
Well, there we go. Defeated the demons, and all three of our party members got the juice.
Yep.
Wunderbar.
I'm gonna bring my intelligence up. I'm still fairly sure that has something to do with, or that factors into negotiation. You can have more magic. Oh, you get, like, I guess because they weren't in our party for a long time.
Oh, yeah, they
Steve
got a
got
lot
like
of level.
5 million levels.
Nice. Hell yeah. I came back a new man. He gained a number. No, I don't think he gained quite as many as Steve, but that's good. Oh, and Malcolm learned a new spell. Good.
Alright, we're out of there.
And now,
So you defeated Zenki and Goki. Fine, go ahead and return to your world then.
go
But
ahead then.
But don't be shocked when you see how much it's changed.
Brat. Fine, I guess you can go to your own world. Oh, shit. That's not good.
Okay, so we end up in Yoyogi Park.
Looks like everything got fucked up.
Shabby looking man. Hey there, buddy, could you spare some change? I haven't eaten anything in days. Come on, please.
He's a
You can
Jawa?
have some money. Don't waste your money. It's probably just a bottom feeder too. Oh, that's Malcolm. Don't waste your money. It's probably just a bottom feeder. Too lazy to get a job, and will spend it on booze and drugs. I know I would.
Yeah, that's definitely projection. Yeah, Malcolm.
Floofers handed some money out to the man. What the hell is this shit? Give me some maca, you cheap bastard.
Oh.
If it ain't maca, I can't buy anything.
No.
You cheap ass son of a bitch, I hope you get turned into one of Ozawa's Shinjuku slaves. What, you don't know about Shinjuku? Go north of here, then head west. The yen that you were carrying has become as worthless as the paper it was made from. No, my money!
Oh no! Tick, 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 tick. If
Then
only
why-
we'd known this was going to happen and could have spent all of the money on purchasing items. Oh
Get the
no.
hell out of here, you jerk. To be fair, a lot of that was given to us in Kongokai.
We can't even, like, keep the paper? What the hell? Look, I used to work in an office supply store. Paper is valuable, okay? A ream of paper, like, even back in the day, went for, like, $6, man.
Floofers
heard a woman scream.
Hey, Floofers, are you alright? What, a scream? I didn't hear anything. Help me, Floofers, help me. A woman's voice echoed within the recesses of Floofer's mind. All of a sudden, the strength started draining from Floofer's body. No, my strength!
Uh-oh. I like how you hear a scream and then Steven Seagal is like, "Are you okay?" Like, you're not the one who's screaming. Like, all right.
Well, I
so
probably-
welcome to the new world. Things have changed a bit since the last time we saw Tokyo.
Mm-hmm. Things are
It's not great.
things are a little untidy at the moment. I don't know why we stopped here.
Yeah, the high-speed rail didn't exactly go through. Yeah, I think it's that over there. Oh, we got enemies.
Oh, hello.
Guy on a horse. It's the Old Spice guy, but he's evil now.
Will you be my friend? I am embarrassed. Watching you.
What will you do?
Smile. pretty like an idiot like that for?
Are you like, know that I'm embarrassed? My dad owns a dealership.
Oh, he gave me money.
He got money.
He threw money at the problem and it went away.
He's
okay.
Probably, I'm gonna guess from that he's probably too high level for you to recruit.
Maybe.
I think that's that building. Yeah, I think you can go in that. There we go. We're in the Wonder Underground.
Oh, this is my song.
I can't even hear it.
I know. Look up. I mean, I know we're not in Ginza, but look up Ginza. I think I actually posted it in Discord like years ago. This is my favorite song in the game.
SMT Ginza?
Yeah.
Oh, OST Super Famicom Ginza. Here we go.
Yep.
Oh, hell yes.
It's coming up over your mic. It's coming up over your mic.
Oh, shit. It's fucking funky. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's my favorite song in the game. I'm
really glad. I like how well, the top comment for that on YouTube is, just know there's somebody out there in a Nissan Sentra bumping this on the interstate highway. I love it. I'm actually really glad that I can't hear the music, because the Kongokai, that dungeon music, is one of my favorite pieces in the game, and if I had to hear it every one of these episodes, I'd probably like it less. If I'd had to hear it for all those hours, I'd probably not be as much of a fan of it.
That's
a
true.
Really good track.
I mean, the entire soundtrack is really good.
Oh, these games have always had, like, I know the thing is, you know, Persona has like the best soundtracks, but Shin Megami Tensei has always been right up there in the soundtrack games. I'm quite glad that all of the Atlas soundtracks are now on Spotify.
Exactly, yeah.
They all got added around the same time as Persona, yeah. Because you and I, we've talked about this, that I had a entire writing playlist made up primarily of covers that people had done of the Shin Megami Tensei major soundtrack touchstones, because the actual soundtracks were not on music streaming sites for a very long time.
I forgot I have new money now. I can't revive.
Oh yeah, you're broke.
So like right now we're in the underground Shinjuku Mall. We've been here before.
Mm-hmm.
There's supposed to be somebody somewhere. Like, even though our money meter doesn't show yen anymore, like evidently we still have yen, and we can exchange it somewhere with some dude who's willing to buy it off us for Maka. I don't know where that person is. We could save here too. There's the terminal right here.
Yeah, they have. I'm pulling up my Spotify right now. They have the original soundtrack. They have the SMT2. They have the Sega CD version of the Shin Megami Tensei soundtrack.
I don't like the Sega CD as much.
They even have If's soundtrack, which is completely shocking, since that's a game that was never released in North America.
Everyone knows about it though, but the thing with If is that its whole soundtrack is just recycled from SMT 1 and 2 anyway.
So I actually haven't played If, so I wouldn't know. But
I looked through the through the sound list before, and it says like blah 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 from SMT1, blah 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 from SMT2. I've played the beginning of If as well, so it really wasn't as apparent to me at the time because I hadn't played 1 or 2 yet. But it'll say on the
Messiah's in that room.
The what?
The Messiah's in that room.
But,
I know it's the temple, but it says Messiah on the front. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, so for context, I don't know if our characters learned this yet. Probably they might have. I think they've been mentioned here and there in the before the nuke dropped. But the two major factions are the Messians and the Gaians, who
Yes.
worship God and Lucifer respectively, and they don't like each other.
Well, I mean, they wouldn't.
Cover charges. Okay. So I'm in a disco. I don't know what this means.
Oh, we're in Disco Elysium. You need to find alcohol and talk to your inner voices. Some of which will try to get you to become a fascist, and some of which will try to get you to become a communist.
I was I thought that you were actually saying where I had to go next.
You thought I was being helpful?
I mean, you have
Will
been.
you talk to the bartender? Oh, you didn't talk to the bartender?
No, I'm trying to I'm just kind of exploring right now. All right, the guy who runs Shinjuku is Ozawa. He's wonderful. I love strong men with power. Don't say that around my friend Malcolm. He's not gonna like that very much, because Ozawa was the bully who beat him up. The only way to survive in a world teeming with demons is to learn to coexist with them peacefully. In other words, Master Ozawa has the right idea. No, I already talked to you.
Even in the post-apocalyptic wasteland, women are chasing Chad.
Yeah, I'm a cop. Suspicious guys, due to oppose Master Ozawa, I arrest him. People that try to escape, I kill them. Yeah. Alright.
He's the nicest cop I've ever met.
No one in there. They say that there's an even bigger, better disco at Roppongi. Even so, I like it here in Shinjuku just fine. I don't want to get killed by demons, and thanks to Ozawa, I don't have to.
I prefer the disco of Roppongi. You've probably never heard of it.
Don't be fooled by the rumors floating around. Don't even go near Roppongi. People say that it's a nice place to live, but it's just a city with a city of the dead teeming with zombies. And some people are into that, though.
Oh, so it's Austin, Texas.
I guess. I've never been there. Alright, well... No one was helpful. I mean, I could
we
talk
didn't
to the
find anything in the disco.
There wasn't a panic at all. I've been lied to.
It was actually closed at the disco. If we were still in the habit of naming these, coming up with names for these, I absolutely would like some of the disco name. A whole lot of people that are trying to escape Shinjuku and go to Roppongi or Shibuya. I used to ride the rail to Shibuya back when it was next to Shelbyville. I tied a 5 maka note to my belt in case any wayward demons came along, as was the style at the time. Trying a stunt like that is risky, though. If you get caught trying to skip town, the police will shoot you on sight. Yeah, we met one of those guys. He wasn't so great. He sounded really excited to shoot me, actually. Oh, welcome.
I don't need any drinks, but I'll talk to you. At least I still got this ratty old shop. Thanks for your patronage. Okay. Maybe it was the same bartender, because apparently 30 years have passed. I think Enzo said that. Hey there, you got the cash, I got the booze, as much as you need.
That's a child. That's either a child or Chucky from Child's Play.
Well, in all fairness, this is the post-apocalypse, so I don't think that there are any, legal drinking ages anymore.
Well, I'm going to choose to believe that Brad Dourif survived the nuclear apocalypse and decided to reprise his role as Chucky full-time, okay?
That's fair. It's because of Master Ozawa that people can live here safely without being attacked by his demons. So maybe he's abusing his power a bit, but who am I to complain? After all, it's better than being dead.
And these people really like this Ozawa guy.
I know Malcolm doesn't. We're the police. We protect the people. We are your only shield from the demons. Thank us. Worship us. No thanks. Under Ozawa's orders, we protect the peace of Shinjuku. If it weren't for us... So bring us a drink.
Demon's stomach, I think he said.
I hear that Roppongi is as busy as it ever was. That's quite something considering the state of the world as it is now.
So we've met Maniac Cop and Superstar Cop.
Okay. Damn, those bastards always drinking for free. But I'm not about to stop them with the private police and the brainwashing that goes on here. Nobody in this town dares oppose Ozawa with the forces he's got under his control. I think we gotta try to find Ozawa.
Certainly seems like it.
True, if you do anything that everything that Ozawa says, you won't be attacked by demons. But is the trade-off worth it? I don't know. You're still here.
Do you want to be attacked by demons, old man?
I mean, I don't mind. I got demons helping me anyway. Speaking of which, I should probably do something about that empty slot in my party.
Listen, man, taxation is theft. I'm not giving Ozawa any of my hard-earned money. I'm a free man on the land. Let me see here if I can give you some hints about where to go.
Ozawa struck a bargain and signed a contract with the demons. He defers to them, and in exchange, they cannot enter Shinjuku or attack it. It's like classic service protect. Oh, so the demons are running a racket. Gotcha. Tony Soprano is a demon.
Demon Mafia.
I want to see.
I mean, she said she's attracted to strong men with power, and I mean, that's Tony Soprano.
Yeah, I mean, I just want demons of all the Sopranos characters now. I want Polly Walnut's demon. I want Silvio demon.
Like a little Polly Frost with like the streak in his hair.
That would
be amazing.
Yeah. And like we were saying before,
my friend, you want me to join your party?
Oh. But yeah, like we were saying before, Big Pussy is one of the fish people.
Yes.
$4 maca a pound.
$4 maca a pound.
I'm the head of the private police. I thought this was a store before. I'm the head of the private police force that keeps peace in Shinjuku. Master Ozawa directly appointed me to this position himself. So long as I'm still here, Shinjuku will remain a safe place to live. Okay. I thought there were stores around here. Oh, there we go. Weapons. Alright, sorry about the jump cut there. We decided that the shopping was far too boring to show on screen. So we cut a lot of that out. Long story short, I got all new armor for Floofers, all new armor for Malcolm, some new armor for Steve, and that's what I was able to afford. And we all got nerve bullets as well.
The several hours of wandering around the dungeons while we talk about, random video games and Jurassic Park, though, all that's staying. Yeah. Every moment, it's gold.
Exactly. So we need to find Ozawa. I'm guessing that's what we need to do. Especially considering that this is like Malcolm's side story pretty much. Because like the entire game he's been like, I gotta get stronger to fight Ozawa. And now Ozawa's like, as we discussed, like the Tony Soprano of the of Shinjuku. Exactly. So you said we had to go downstairs, right?
Yes, you need to go downstairs and then upstairs.
Okay. Let me turn the mapper spell back on. Because that just ran out. And I gotta remember where the down... Because I'm assuming that it's like down, again, down where the resistance was. And I just need to remember where that was. Because I've spent so long in Kongokai, that's all I remember anymore. Let me bring up the map.
Kongokai never really leaves you, man.
Okay, downstairs is over there. So it's right next to the fucking terminal where we just were. Good.
Oh, beautiful.
I think it's these are stairs, yes. Down the stairs. And we need to find Ozawa and select some other guy. So let's start searching for signs of life here. Oh, Wendigo. What do you want? If you value your life, you'll stay away and get out of here as fast as your legs can carry you. Or did Ozawa send you here?
Yes, this is where we want to be.
Do we say yes or
Did
no?
Ozawa send you here?
I mean, we haven't talked to him, but, yes?
I'm friends with Ozawa.
He is my buddy. Well, I don't care if you are. You're still not passing. The only one I'll let this by is Ozawa himself.
Only you know Sergio?
We
no,
don't.
you don't.
Well, guess what? We got nerve bullets now, so you can eat a dick.
Yeah, you're fucked, sir. You can get fucked, sir.
Would you kindly get fucked? Okay, what does Gandharva have? I don't ever actually used it. It has Zeo, and...
Would you kindly taste my fucking nerve bullets? Oh, yes, he was shocked, too.
You are shocked. Yeah, we have 4 different ways to shock. I'll just have Gandharva shock him, because he's going faster than us anyway. And we can use our super weapons on him.
All that everyone's using the guns, I'm just picturing, like, all 3 of your characters, like, in a hallway with this thing at the end, and they all just pick up their guns.
Of course! We all have machine guns now, too.
Anyway, I started blasting. That's actually, that should be, like, the meme. I'm sure somebody has probably done that as a meme, like, when you buy the nerve bullets in Shin Megami Tensei. So anyway, I started blasting.
Alright, he froze us.
He wasn't too bad.
He froze most of our party for a turn, but then, like, it ended anyway. Alright, let's go in. Hey, your guard kind of sucks. Who are you? I'm a sad, sad man, kept here by Ozawa as a prisoner. Ozawa arrests those who refuse to obey him.
Boy.
Then tampers with their minds to brainwash them. I am Psycho Diver. That's an awesome name.
Okay. You're a fucking Metal Gear Solid character is what you are.
Colonel, Psycho Diver.
Military industrial complex hires agents to brainwash.
I'm the tool.
Metal Gear.
I'm the tool to which he achieves that end. When he learned about my psychic power, he more or less made me his slave. Day after day, he forces me to enter the minds of people and twist them to do his will. When I'm not doing that, I'm sitting here, caged up like an animal. But I can't say no, or else the demons Ozawa's all buddy-buddy with will kill me. Oh god, I can't take this anymore. Sorry to subject you to the whining, kid. I complain, but it's better than being dead. Floofers? Your aura sticks out like a sore thumb, kid. You sure have some abnormal vibes. That's not the worst thing that people said about me.
Hey.
I'm sure you're just dying to know what the hell is going on, so I'll clue you in. Please! This is infinitely more interesting than what happened in Kongokai, let me tell you. Your spirit is inseparably tied with that of another, your destined partners. Okay, surely. And that
fated mate.
And that partner is in deep trouble right now. So you better go save her as soon as you can. If she gets any worse, your prognosis is not good either. Alright, so we gotta save Shirley. Gotcha. So I'm just gonna wander around until we find Shirley? Or Ozawa or someone. Don't have any other leads, so may as well. But hey, at least there's detail on the walls.
Yay. Oh, there's a fairy in here. Yes, I'm just gonna spitball for no reason at all relating to guides, but you should probably go upstairs above the mall and maybe see if Ozawa is up there.
That's a pretty good idea. I think I'll try that.
That's a great idea.
Let's see what happens. I mean, it's not like we're looking at a guide or anything.
No, not at all.
Okay. So I think there's some stairs up here. Yes. Ooh, there's Rag's shop. Rag is a recurring character. Oh, we are in
nice.
Ginza. Okay.
Joiler? Oh, is that like he's trying to say jeweler? Yeah, okay.
Oh, do we have these gems?
Amethyst X is so hot right now.
I'll trade you for a Fuma Bell for that. No. Hold on, elements. What does that do? You know, he has an explanation. What do I do, Rag? Here's the deal. Item exchange is 1-for-1 deal. You give me 1 gem, I give you 1 item. Items you can trade for: Garnet for a Mazio Stone, Amethyst for a Fuma Bell, Aquamarine for Angel Hair, Diamond for a Soul Incense, which is actually pretty good, Emerald for a Core Shield, Pearl for a Soma, Ruby for a Gushing Jar, Onyx for a Maragi Stone, Sapphire for a Pentagram, Opal for a Talisman, Topaz for an Ashura Hand, Turquoise for a Magic Bottle, and that's it for item exchanging. Element swap is a 3-for-1 deal. You give me 3 gems, and depending on which gems you give me, I give you a different element in return.
This is starting to sound like Bitcoin.
Amethyst, Onyx, Opal for Earthis. What's it, Earthis? Opal, Topaz, Turquoise for arrows.
I'm talking about demons. They're the elemental demons.
Oh yeah, now I see Noah, Sylph, Undine, Salamander. Okay. This might be something I'll keep in mind for later.
Yeah, that seems like more of like a late game thing.
Yeah, let's come back to him. There's an exit here. All right, so where are you speculating that we go? Oh, do we want to go to Roppongi?
No, you want to go back to the mall, actually, and take the stairs up.
I did take the stairs up. It led me to ground level. Near Rag's shop.
The stairs in, like, the bottom left corner?
Oh, I didn't take the stairs in the bottom left corner, no.
Yeah.
I must have misheard.
Sorry.
It's okay.
No, you're fine. Pull up the map. Yeah, bottom left-hand corner. You see that little door in like the corner there?
Yeah.
That goes into part of the map you haven't discovered. You want to go in there. There's some stairs in there that lead to the second floor.
Gotcha. Okay. So let's just head straight west.
And I don't know what's happening.
And down this way. And then into here.
Yes.
Okay, there's stairs. I guess it's right here. Momonofu.
Oh, hey, he's from SMT4.
Okay, I thought there weren't any demons here, but I guess we're getting close to Ozawa, so he's got demons helping him. Right, nerve bullets. Actually, everyone nerve bullets. You attack up, you defense up, and I guess you just attack. It's just... We don't really need you to cast a spell if we have guns that are going to do the same thing, basically. Right, so they're both asleep now. So I guess we can auto it.
Beautiful.
There we go. Oh, here she comes.
Oh, here she comes. Oh. Watch out, boy. She'll chew you up. The demon summoner's fallen oats were claimed by one of these creatures.
can't think of anything to say. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm having trouble myself.
I mean, it is it's near the end of the session here, so it's understandable.
Yes, it's understandable.
All right, let's see. All right,
you know, maybe Hassan was right. Maybe this is harder than a real job. No, it isn't.
Oh, yeah,
I could see though if you're a person who did Twitch streaming for like, man, I don't know, like 4, 5, 6 hours at a time. I can see where that would get really tiring.
I know people who do that and have to do that for a living pretty much right now. So
what are we, kind of Suicide Squad?
Didn't I try to get one of these guys to join me one time? And it would have worked
if you did. I don't know if they can join you.
I think it would have worked if my team wasn't full.
Yeah.
I don't need healing. No, I'm good. So we got these like powerful ancient, alignment weapons, and we're just shooting at them with sleepy time bullets.
Sleepy bullets. Who would win?
Lord Raiden!
Oh my god, get over here. Who would win? An ancient sword, a legendary ancient sword handed to you by a god, or sleepy time bullets?
Sleepy time bullets. Also, sleepy time bullets are doing a shit ton of damage. I don't know if that's just because I used the attack up spell, but sleepy time bullets are no joke.
They're great.
So I'm really glad that we took the time to actually like upgrade our shit, because Lord knows I was sick of our stuff being not so super effective. I mean, it was okay, but like I'm doing like a shit ton better than I ever was in Kongokai.
Definitely.
Now let's hope Floofers doesn't die, because he's down to 80 hit points. Okay, we're fine. Probably shouldn't be... Lifestone. Yeah. It's okay. It's a good thing that I forgot that I keep forgetting that I have all of these items, so I've been able to hoard them.
Nice. They're way more useful just to, get money with anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of healing myself with them without using up Asper's MP, but it's fine either way. Undead corpse!
Add it to your party!
Can
it's
I?
It's like a Morbid Angel album cover. Can the editors play Altars of Madness in here? No.
Let's talk to... Talking to it does no good. It will not join us. Maybe it'll go to sleepy time though. Let's see if that.
Can you make it go sleepy time? Let's find out.
Well, we'll find out. And shock one of them too. I can do a shit ton of damage. Yep, we can make them go sleepy time.
Yes.
Sleepy time corpses. They called out to a friend. Poor deluded soul, they don't have any friends. Okay.
But no one came.
Alright.
They dodged the gun. There we go.
Yeah, they dodged a couple of times, but it's no big deal.
Yeah, that's pretty great. More man-eaters. Yeah, I don't think anybody watching, I don't think you can deny the power of the sleepy gun at this point.
Is this
I
what
mean,
we're
the damage isn't the most amazing thing in the world, but 3 people hitting you with sleepy guns means everybody's going to sleep.
Is this just the rest of the game now, is sleepy guns?
I think it might be. Look how tired she is.
If I was still doing titles for videos, it would be Sleepy Guns.
Sleepy guns. Those guns are loaded with a tea with the bear with like the nightcap on. Like the little candle. It's where you buy the gun from the Sleepy Time Bear.
That's its name. Sleepy Time Bear. Oh god. Sleepy Time Bear. This is just absurd.
That's, that should be the game's version of Jack Frost.
It's the Sleepy Time Bear.
Sleepy Time Bear.
I don't even know what brand of tea that is, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think it's called Sleepy Time Tea.
Is it?
I think so.
And I don't normally drink tea often. The only tea I drink is kratom tea, and I only drink that like when my brother and I go out to the kava bar like every weekend.
Okay.
Oh, I can just talk to you. Okay. Hey, bud. Time to go night-night.
Oh, wow. 6 of them.
There's 5.
5 of them. I math good.
It's okay. It's about to be 5 people going sleepy time now.
Suicide Squad? More like Sleepy Time Squad.
Sleepy time
Oh, that
squad.
just killed the one.
Well, one of them got hit by Zeo as well, so...
Nighty-night.
We put him to sleep all right.
And then Raiden showed up.
Well, it's Raiden's nap time.
Also your nap time, sir.
I want that. That should be a thing in Mortal Kombat now, just like sleepy time for Raiden.
Absolutely.
Liu Kang wins sleepality.
I was trying to think of one, like sleepality, yeah.
Snoozeality.
Snoozeality, I like it.
Are you writing this down, Ed Boon? Ed Boon doesn't watch our video, but it would be funny if he did. Because I don't really play Mortal Kombat. Not that there's anything wrong with Mortal Kombat. I've had fun with it before, but like I don't. It's not my go-to thing.
Right.
Obviously,
I'm not a big Mortal Kombat fan.
Obviously, my go-to thing is this and Pokemon these days. All right. Now who are we gonna run? Who else wants nap time? No one. All right. I just want to make some progress now. I don't even know if...
Yeah, how close are we to the left bottom corner of the map?
Hold on. Let me face the right way. You said left bottom corner?
Oh, you already went upstairs, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm upstairs now.
Okay, so yeah, you want to explore the upstairs. Sorry.
Okay, I guess I got to go up another flight of stairs then, because there's nothing here.
You haven't explored the whole thing yet, have you?
The only 2 parts I haven't explored are these 2 rooms with stairs in them. This one goes back down, and then this one I'm assuming goes up.
You must need to keep going up then. My bad.
That's fine. Oh, these fuckers.
Oh, hey, welcome back.
Yeah, I don't want to fight you. I think you take like less damage from guns. And I'm already sick of encounters right now, so I'm just trying to make
Yeah,
progress.
we're a gun through now, so...
Alright, there's a forced encounter in here, so let's just go ahead and fight these guys. And see what goodies we can get out of it.
Alright. Take them down. Your stuff. I will say that while Jurassic Park is my favorite movie, I think that Independence Day has my favorite shot in a film of all time. I could not wait to show it when we actually watched Independence Day with my son last July 4th, and I could not wait to show him the scene where Will Smith's family is fleeing the explosion.
Had you not shown him
created
that yet?
by the alien? Yes. And there's the shot where she's like, "Boomer!" and there's the shot of the dog leaping in front of like the giant CGI fireball, and that's like the goofy. It's such an incredibly goofy shot that it loops back around to being like art.
Yeah,
and it's the best worst shot in a movie ever.
Private police officer.
Oh,
this is
here we go.
the plot. This is Master Ozawa's office. Do you have an appointment? Is there something I can do for you? Yeah, you can move aside, bitch.
Move, bitch. Get out the way.
Middle-aged.
Here he is.
Well, who do we have here? You young folks seem unusually energetic and upbeat. Welcome to Shinjuku. My name's Ozawa, and I run this town. The only thing I care about is keeping this place where everyone can live in peace without worry. You're, Ozawa. Ozawa, aren't you? Don't tell me, you've forgotten, who I am. Sorry, son, I haven't a clue what you're talking about. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm a busy man. Come back some other time. Okay.
What?
I guess he just brushed us off?
Were I going back in there?
I
feel like something else...
I thought that Malcolm would have been like at his throat or something.
Yeah, I feel like something else was supposed to happen. Does anything else happen if you go back in there?
Hold on, I'm gonna heal real quick, just to be on the safe side.
Okay.
Just a quick heal. Hey, bud. He says the same thing.
What?
Did we talk to his police friend? Hey, police friend. No, you say the same thing. What's in here? A man-eater.
What the hell? He's supposed to... I'm just going to tell you the guy. He's supposed to... Malcolm is supposed to get pissed off and threaten Ozawa. And then Ozawa is supposed to summon a boss fight. What the hell?
That's what I thought happens. Did I miss a step?
There's somebody else you haven't talked to yet, but you haven't talked to the hooded man. He's at a different downstairs section, apparently. But
well, that might be something we would have to save till next time then.
Yeah, that's weird.
Let's take care of these guys real quick, because they're in a forced encounter in this little room. I want to see if I get something out of it. The first was just like one man-eater, and then it was 8 of these guys. Wait, can Gandharva just put people to sleep? Is that what his extra thing is? I didn't even think to try it.
I don't know. Sorry, I was looking at the guide trying to figure out what the hell went wrong. It must be that you haven't talked to the hooded guy, but he doesn't. All he does is talk about Ozawa and how he's like the de facto leader.
The psycho driver, right?
Huh?
Wait, are you talking about the psycho driver? We talked to
No,
him.
there's a hooded guy apparently we're supposed to talk to, but I don't see how he's like a trigger for this fight, but I guess he is.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but like I was saying, we'll probably have to. Is he over here, maybe? Because
he's downstairs in
this is
the
downstairs.
basement.
Okay. In that case, then I'm just gonna go ahead and stop for the night.
Okay.
And then we can look for this hooded fellow next week. Let's just run from encounters. But hey, we're not in Kongokai anymore, so that's
no, we are not. We have made it to
stark improvement.
New Tokyo.
Yep, and things are pretty fucked here. But
yes, they are. But hopefully, we will find a way to make things better, and if not to make things better, then to save.
Yeah, and here's the terminal. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video here, and when we come back, we will find who this this hooded dude. He's gonna just confetti. Okay.
It's gonna confetti apparently. Let me do it again.
Confetti.
Kongokai.
We'll find out who this hooded guy is, and see if we can get a proper audience or boss fight, as the case may be, with Ozawa, and see what we can do to find Shirley, because obviously that's something we need to do. So until then, I've been Captain Floofers.
I'm Soylent Greg.
And we'll be here next time. Join us, won't you?